just listening to him one more time. I'm about to run through the wall and go take the ball from Shields. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, I'm fired up, and I'm an announcer up here in the booth. I mean, I am all worked. That is unbelievable. I mean, he's a pretty impressive guy.
Yeah, he was absolutely, it was perfect today. Flawless delivery, the message that we've been preaching from the first day of camp all the way through till today. He came in, he echoed that, and he said it with a lot more conviction than I've ever had. So with his background, his history, guys really responded well to him today. It was great.
Andy, when you think about it, I've heard some words, especially from you, as ball's driven over to center field.
And that is a home run up over the yellow line at center field. Yori Garcia will touch them all, and the White Sox are on the board 1-0.
But Andy, wanted to talk about the message that Jocko had, and I heard ownership, which I've heard you also echo as well. I think it's very important. What does it mean to have Jocko come in and reaffirm that message?
You're just trying to get as many voices as possible saying the same thing. It's going to build our culture here. And it's each one of these guys taking personal responsibility of their own work and then holding each other accountable to what we're trying to accomplish. But I got to say something else here right now, guys. If I got one batter and one home run on the air with you guys, this isn't going to be happening very often this year. So you better shake up here a little bit better than what you're doing right now.
You mentioned the word culture. We've heard it from your coaches. We've heard it from your players during the course of spring training. You look back over the years, you've seen some other managers who've been able to do it. I think Joe Madden comes to mind with the Tampa Bay Rays, going from the Devil Rays to the Rays, and all of a sudden they changed the culture. I mean, how important and how hard is it to do that coming in here?
It takes time. Definitely, you guys are really struggling right now, to be honest, guys.
I don't have a good feel for my fastball up here.
All of these guys have inside themselves a lot of good leadership qualities, and it's like our job as a staff and my job as a manager to draw out what's inside of them and then hold them accountable to being that on every single day. And every single day you don't have your best fastball, but you can pitch with conviction. You can work a game plan that's given to you. You can pick up your teammates. You can execute the small things in the game that we can all take personal responsibility for. The game's hard. It's always been hard. I mean, shoot, I'm a career 200 hitter in the big leagues. That shows you how hard it was for me. But these guys want to win. They want to do something special for San Diego. And now it's a matter of us just working every single day at it.
Andy, I think that you sent the message, and for our viewers, taking the time and going across country and having conversations with some veterans on this club. And how did that go, and what was the reason for that?
I think it was common sense to me. It just, like, if you want to connect with people, you got to go see them and meet them on their own turf. If you're actually going to say you care about them, then you should go the extra mile to be with them and listen to them and find out what didn't work last year and what you hope works this year, and kind of catch a little bit of their vision for their team and their vision for their own personal success and career. That's something that, I take that responsibility for as the leader of this team, and it was
driven to right field. Perella going back at the wall, and that ball is gone. A two-run home run for Jimmy Rollins. Second home run of the inning allowed by Shields. I don't know how much longer Andy Green is going to be with us.
Yeah, this isn't good for us. You know that.
Yeah, this is not the way you wanted to start your season. No, actually, like the first 2 innings of this game, Shields, he was looking really good. He was attacking in on the lefties with a lot of conviction. It's something that we've preached for him. He was very effective in doing that. He's actually out there. He's battling. He's not feeling the greatest today from a stomach perspective, but you're never going to hear an excuse out of him. I actually seen some positive signs with him on the mound today, the way he's pitched in with conviction through those first 2 innings. When he does that through the season, we think he kind of got away from that last year. We think he's going to have a lot more success on the mound.
Hey, Andy, to your point, too, ending the first inning, Melky Cabrera, it looked like he pitched in, and it wasn't just necessarily for a strike.
This is driven deep and far to left field, and that ball is going.
Are you kidding?
Well back into the berm.
Oh, my.
Out of the Brayu.
But to our point, though, Andy, and yours, discussing it with James Shields, you're going to have to pitch in to expose them to the secondary stuff, because he comes with you, he competes on the mound, but also knows how to put away hitters with his secondary stuff when things are going well. But you pitch inside, especially the lefties, that changeup exposed to a lot of swing and miss.
Yeah, the changeup plays very well to lefties, but last year they were diving out over the plate and it didn't play well because he didn't own the inner part of the plate against them, and it's something he got away from. If you see like the jump in his OPS against lefties last year, it's pretty easy to point to that as the reason why that happened. So today, he's out here, he's pounding in. They're probably noticing that. They're taking advantage of it. They're paying attention, but what he's doing is working on something today, and then it mixes back into how he pitched a little bit last year. And the guy knows how to pitch. He's got a great feel for it.
And you're talking about how hard this game is and how you have not forgotten. I know your coaching staff feels the same way. A guy like Alan Zinter spent, 14 seasons in the minor leagues before getting his first major league at bat. How has spring training been for him, your new hitting coach?
He's been great. These guys are responding very well to him. He's preaching a lot of timing, trying to get these guys on time. I think early in spring we haven't been on time as often as we'd like, but he's got a tremendous background, and all these guys have a lot of respect for somebody who grinded 14 years in the minor leagues before showing up in the big leagues at some point in time. So he's got a great way, a lot of humility, a lot of authenticity, and all these guys are in his cage just ready to go to work every day.
I don't think a lot of people understand the impact that he made on the Houston Astros last year. Yes, he was the assistant hitting coach last year with the Houston Astros, but coming over here, he has dove into his job, and he's getting a lot of really good results and a lot of good feedback, especially a young man like Austin Hedges, who's had a nice success in spring training here.
Yeah, I think Hedges looked outstanding. It was a mechanical adjustment early, then a timing adjustment after that. But, Hedges always been a guy who's kind of smothered the bat a little bit, and now you're starting to see him open up, get a little separation in his upper half. And last game we were here, he drove one out to right center and drove one out to left field. And, Hedges taken a lot of positive strides. We all know what he can do behind the plate. I think if you look at framing metrics, per innings caught last year, he was at the very top of the game. Tremendous receiver, tremendous blocker, tremendous thrower. We bring that offensive part of the game along, and he's going to be one of the premier catchers in the game. That's kind of Z's challenge with him, and our challenge. The guy had a tremendous working off season. Austin Hedges was in the gym every day, didn't miss a workout, kind of reshaped his body, and I think we're seeing a lot of really good results from that work.
Could you see a scenario with breaking camp with 3 catchers, or you don't think so?
I think it's probably unlikely. I wouldn't close the door on any scenario right now. If we feel like one of those good guys really offers some pop off the bench, like a real strong bat, I suppose that's a possibility. But we got to look at Austin Hedges and think long term about him. If we're carrying 3 catchers, I believe in Austin Hedges. The best thing might be for him to get everyday at bats. If we're carrying 3 guys here, get him everyday at bats in AAA.
Well, Andy, we thank you so much for joining us during this inning. We look forward to working with you all year long.
I appreciate it, guys. Good talking to you.
Thanks, Andy.